Now, one would think by looking at where I happen to be perched at this very moment, with this beautiful view of the Agave Shawii gracing the cliffs of the Pacific Ocean, and given the clues I've given you with people paddling out to the sunset, and the type of cerveza bottles that happen to be littered here, and with my soccer ball, which is known as football south of the border, that I use to get my workout running up and down the beach. You would think I was deep down in Pacific coastal Baja. Well, if you thought that, you'd be wrong. Let me tell you where I am. I am in San Diego. San Diego. Can't tell you exactly where. I want this to be kind of a secret. But I'm going to show you a plant that is virtually extinct. It's extinct almost extinct in one very unique way. Not unique, what's the right word? It's going extinct in a locational way. This, my friends, is Agave Shawii, otherwise known as Shaw's agave or coastal agave. Now, believe it or not, it is actually native to the cliffs of San Diego, right on the coast pretty much. Doesn't go too far inland, hardly at all. Some of the lagoons had it. However, because there's been so much development here, and it's hard to say why is this thing going extinct. It doesn't make any sense, truthfully, to me. I read what I read, and they basically said development got it, and but I don't see any development on these cliffs. I mean, look, you can't develop on these cliffs. I mean, look at them. These are oceanfront cliffs. There's lots of these. So truthfully, I'm not sure why this plant's going extinct. But the reality is, apparently, there's only one true native stand of these trees left in coastal San Diego, above the border. And that clump of plants is 16 miles north of the next stand, which is south of the border, in the same conditions. And then they go for a fair ways down into Baja. And then there's also a separate species or a separate subtype further south in Mexico. They're kind of hard to tell apart. But anyway, it's Agave Shawii. This is Agave Shawii variety Shawii. I can't remember the other one. But this is the native San Diegan coastal agave. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful dark green. You can see what happens to it. Ultimately, it flowers, and then the flower stalk, the whole plant dies. See, that's the whole mother plant right there. And then it dies. Okay, so I've been growing this plant. It's really hard to multiply this over many years. You can see all of the babies over there in that big clump. This one's not going anywhere. This is going to create a whole colony. Now, what I didn't know, this is like, I'll tell you, I'm kind of up in North County, San Diego. They've reintroduced this into Torrey Pines State Reserve, where there's some really cool plants, including the Torrey Pines, whole nother story. And so you can see it there. And I don't know where the actual clump is that they claim is truly native, the last one. But this is not it. I'm nearly certain. Someone planted this here. And I was thinking, actually, of doing the very same thing last couple of years. I was like, I've got a bunch of these things. I can come out here in the wintertime and ahead of the rains, start planting this plant, like up and down the coast. Like, take it back, baby. Take back the coast. And I've been running up and down this particular beach, banging my soccer ball up against the cliff. What's nice about that, it's a great workout because it never comes back to you exactly square. So you have to constantly react to it. The closer you are to the cliff, the harder you kick it, the faster you have to react, which is a great workout. Great, builds your agility skills. But anyway, and I'm like, I really need to put some agave, Shawii agave out here. And then I'm like, for the first time ever, I'm out here and I'm like, I see these flower stalks way down there. I was way down that way. I'm like, are those Shawii flowers? Those are Shawiis. I gotta go check it out. And you're really not supposed to climb up in these cliffs. There's somebody erosion. But I wanted the world to see this plant. I climbed up very carefully without eroding very much at all. And what's weird too here is you see that like this is kind of like hard stone. But look, there's broken beer bottles in the stone. So it's like this just used to be sand. Long ago, someone broke their bottles, it embedded in the sand, and it hardened up. So look, it's all glass. Got to be glass here too, like in the stone. So this is recently created somehow through a cementation process. So, yes. So, I'm going to make it one of my life's works to revegetate this plant in all kinds of cool spots where no one's going to come molest it. No moleste. Maybe I'll make a sign. No moleste. And I'm not sure. I don't see any seeds anywhere. Obviously, it's flowering. Those are seed pods up there. But I can simply break off babies off the plants that I have in my gardens, and I've been multiplying it for years. I can make a lot of money by selling them. I've never sold them. But I think it'd be better just to plant them up and down the coast here. Digging into these things and trying to divide those is virtually impossible. The natives used these stringy strands for all kinds of uses. In fact, the missionaries, when they came out, they realized that the Native Americans, their fishing wire was better than the Europeans, and it was from this plant. And so they were pretty impressed by that. They made all kinds of things. They made rope, they made cloth, but they also ate the plant. I don't know if you've ever gone where they're making mezcal or tequila. They roast the hearts of these plants, and then the sugars really come out, and you can actually eat the roasted agave. It's really good. They found in the dental records of the Native Americans here in California that their teeth were really ground down pretty hard, and they think it was from having to chew this really, tough, fibrous agave. And yeah, so there's lots to say about this plant. But anyway, should I end with a close-up on one of the heads? Isn't that beautiful? Right on the Pacific Ocean. What's nice about this agave for your garden, it's dark green. So it gives you sort of a lush green feeling, rather than most of the agaves are more of a silver color, which is also nice. But I think a nice, dark, rich green is really beautiful, especially against the blue ocean. And you can imagine what these look like when they were in full bloom. Bright yellow. And I love the dead flower stalks because they're such a fun silhouette against the ocean. And they also act as a really nice bird perch. If I was a bird, I'd be sitting up there just chilling, just watching the waves. A little blown out today, but there's some pretty good wave action. It's going to be pretty good tomorrow, I think. Anyway, so there you go, friends. The agave Shawii. Hopefully you come out here like 25 years from now, and you'll see a bunch of clumps like this. And I need to start embarking on this project up and down this beautiful section of coast.